Hey Cupcakes, I figured I would do a new kind of video that I haven't done yet, which is going to be a mid-year check-in, and I plan to do this every quarter. So this is the first quarter of the year. I just want to go over like what books I've read so far, and like my general rating for all of them, and then like reading plans and things like that. So first off, I have read so far 14 books in total, which actually, I'm looking at my list here. I have, actually, I think it's on Storygraph, so maybe I can see it on Storygraph. I'm 14 books in for my 40 book goal, so I'm ahead by 4 books. I'm actually 35%. Also, I did on Storygraph, because I use Storygraph, Goodreads, then I have a Notion sheet that I use, and then I also am using an Excel sheet that we use. So I have quite a few places that I put all my information in because I was trying to be a book journal girly, and in turn I became a digital book journal girly. So another thing for you that you can track on Storygraph is how many pages your goal is for the year, and my goal so far was 6,000 pages because I read really slow, but I also try to read really small books because the longer it takes me, the bigger the book is, the longer I will never get it done. But so far, I'm already 70% to that goal because I've already read 4,227 pages. So I'm already ahead by 2,801 pages. So I might change that goal to maybe 10,000 because, I mean, we're only in March and we're not even done with March yet, and I'm already 70% to my goal. I do have an hour goal, which I made 72 hours, and I read Fourth Wing. It was a 20-hour book, and I read it audio and physical, so I was trying to put them on there as both, but then it counted me reading 2 books, and I didn't want to change my reading number because it's the same on all my platforms that I use. So it's saying that I don't have that goal, but I know that I've read 20, so I have 52 more hours to get my goal. Which, if I can read audio with a book, I always will. Which I'm also going to be reading City of a Bones soon with audio, so I'm sure I'll make that goal. I don't know how long that video or how long that audio is for that book. But let's see if I can go to stats on here. Here we go. Because I like Storygraph if you do it right. Fiction all the way, 100%. I have not read any nonfictions yet. I need to. I want to read some nonfictions. Most genre was fantasy for 10. Next was 7 for middle grade, 6 for LGBTQ, 5 for romance and graphic novels, 2 for contemporary, and then 1 for erotica, children, young adult, sports, and manga. Tags, I did all my tags for my TBRs off of my Goodreads. And then format was 36% print and 64 digital. And then my most read authors was Kay O'Neill, because I read 5 of her books, and J.K. Rowling was 2. Number of books and pages was 14 books, 4,227 pages. And my average rating was 4.6. So let's go to my other sheet here. This will tell me all the books I've read so far from the beginning of this year. So I have Get a Life, Chloe Brown, which I rated 5 stars. Winter Love, I rated 3. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, I rated 4. Tea Dragon Society Festival, Tapestry, that was a trilogy. They were all 5 stars. Princess Ever After, and Aquacorn Cove, which was also by the same author, were all 5 stars. Harry Potter Prisoner of Azkaban was my favorite movie and it ended up being my favorite book, also 5 stars. Little Slice of Hell was 3. The Deal was by Elle Kennedy was 5. Fourth Wing was 4. Deal with Elf King was 4, and Beautiful Creatures was 3. Okay, so I also wanted to really quickly just go over some stats that are on this CawPile Google sheet that I got from a lady on YouTube called GFrog. She does the stats when you put in all your information for your books that you've read so far. So I just wanted to quickly go over those. So Books read per month, I have 8 for January, 4 for February, and 2 so far for March. I have 1,539 pages for January, 1,118 for February, and 565 for March. So that's a total of 3,222, and then 20 hours listened for February for the Fourth Wing book, and I have not DNF'd any books yet. All the books were read in English. I had 1 physical, which was Fourth Wing, and the rest were ebooks. All of them were first-time books, no rereads. 5 were standalones and 9 were series. I read 1 for a book club and 3 for readathon. So the book club was my book club that I made, which is Curious Cupcakes. And then for readathons, I did the Cliterature readathon. I read 1 book. And then the Harry Potter series I'm reading with Luke, so I made it the Luke read-along. And then genre was 4 romance, 10 fantasy. And then 50 to 100 was 4 books, 100 to 150 was 2 books, 150 to 200 was 1, 200 to 250 was 1, 300 to 350 was 3, 350 to 400 was 2, and 450 to 500 was 1. 1 novella, 6 graphic novels, 7 novels. I only read 1 book that was translated from French. I read 2 books that were on my physical TBR, and the rest were Kindle Unlimited. And then the publishers were Avon, Self-Published, Pottermore Press, Oni Press, Cleon Evans, L. Kennedy, Entangled, Silverwing Press, and Yen Press. 4 young adult, 7 middle grade, 4 new adult, and 2 adult. Publications was 2013, 2020, 2015, 2018, 2019, 2023, 1998, and 2021. This was the thing I really liked. This was the LGBTQ rep and disability rep. So the first book I actually had to do for my prompts in January was to read a book with a disability rep in it. And I had a main character in 1 book. I had a book with 1 present and 12 were absent. The one that was present was Uncle Macon in Beautiful Creatures, and the main character was Chloe Brown in Get a Life, Chloe Brown. And then the LGBTQ rep, which I didn't realize I was going to have so many books, 7 were present, 1 was the main character, and 6 were absent. 1 was Rhiannon and Tara from Fourth Wing. Dante and Peter was from the Tea Dragon Society. No, Dante and Peter are from Little Slice of Hell. Aunt May is from Aquacorn Cove. Amira and Sadie is from Princess Ever After. Ezekiel and Eric are the ones that are from the Tea Dragon trilogy, and Danny Brown is Chloe Brown's sister in the Get a Life, Chloe Brown book. I had 3 BIPOC authors, 11 not. I had 1 Hispanic and 2 Black. I had 5 non-binary and 9 women authors, by the way. I didn't clarify that. 1 Canadian, 4 American, 5 New Zealanders, 2 English, and 2 Black, which this is just how many books were with that nationality, because New Zealander having 5, that was that same lady that wrote all those 5 books that I read. Read from her 4 was 5, and new author was 9. And then we had number of books per author. We had 1 for Cami Garcia, 1 for Elise Kova, 1 for Rebecca Yaros, 1 for Ella Kennedy, 1 for Cleo Evans, 5 for Kay O'Neill, which is the New Zealander. J.K. Rowling was 2, Zayanna Redtop was 1, and Talia Hibert is 1. So yeah, that is all the stats on there. And then I also have just recently did a whole list for my new books, and then series trackers. We're in the process of no series besides Harry Potter, and that's all the tracking. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. That was my stats so far for the last 3 months. If you want to see my reading plans of like what I'm planning on reading for April, I will be having an April TBR going up pretty soon, and I also have a couple other videos coming as well to you guys. I might be also uploading these videos to YouTube just because I don't know how TikTok is going to be doing in the future, so I might be uploading all these to YouTube. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next one, and until next time, stay sweet. Bye.